Hello HQTs, happiest of Mondays to you. I just stepped off the plane from London, so if my accent sounds extra British right now, it's because I got to re-up while I was back home. Had an awesome Christmas with my friends and family, hope you did too if you celebrate. And you know I had to make this my first stop upon my return. I missed my HQ fam. Yeah, you guys, this is my final game of the decade, so let's make it count. And hopefully you'll be counting some cash tonight, or at least a bunch of HQ coins. Cha-ching! Welcome everybody. We are going to party with a purpose tonight. The purpose is to play and the purpose is to slay. I'm Sharon Carpenter, your party girl presenter at your phone's epicenter, and this is HQ Trivia, where you use your brain matter to make your pockets a whole lot fatter. 2020 is just 2 days away. Have you got that 2020 vision yet? Our theme tonight is the greatest discoveries and breakthroughs of the decade, like the Popeye's chicken sandwich, or maybe a little bit more advanced than that. This is season 12. The finale is just days away, taking place on January 2nd. That means you won't have to play with an extreme hangover. Thoughtful, aren't we? Keep playing our nightly live games, plus the daily challenge to earn more points and climb to new levels. Now, did you play HQX last night? It's our newest game, and it's all about you and your creativity. Really easy to play. There are no trivia questions or word puzzles. All you need to do is take pictures with your phone to compete in photo challenges. Then you tap on the photos from other players that you like. The player with the most likes wins. The next HQX game is Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So don't miss that. Now tomorrow, get your noise makers ready and pre-game with Matt and Anna. We are doing year in review trivia at 9 p.m. Eastern, then words, of course, at 9:30. Say goodbye to 2019 with us and have a look back on the best and worst moments of the year. It's going to be fun. Friday, hit me baby one more time. It's HQ Tunes and it's Britney Witches. It's a family-friendly show, you know. Britney Spears, be there 9 p.m. on Friday. Now tonight we have 21 questions for you with prize questions at Q6, 11 and 18. We've got millions of HQ coins up for grabs for prizes and cash at the final question if you make it all the way to the end. No better way to handle a savage question, of course, and with an extra life. You can use as many as 3 in one game. Do you see it on your screen right now? Go ahead and tap to buy one. Be prepared. You can also buy extra lives throughout the game by tapping on the heart below. They'll work on every question, as you know, up to Q17. While this evening's theme is mostly about scientific discoveries, there have been some vital food discoveries made over the past 10 years too, haven't there? So we need to know from you which yummy discovery was most important. First up, the ramen burger, avocado toast, or the cronut, or Raymond burger, as I like to say just because. Which one's the most important food discovery out of these 3? Avocado toast, of course. Brunch would not be brunch without avocado toast, would it? It would be breakfast, lunch, or something, I don't know. Okay, thirsty for more? Which drink is the must-have of the decade? Oat milk, matcha, or kombucha? Which drink is the must-have? You know, I would have said Prosecco, but that's not really on the list, unfortunately. Oat milk is pretty tasty. Kombucha, which I've actually never had, can you believe that? I must have my matcha every morning, otherwise I don't feel myself. All right. Lastly, what food trend needs to be cancelled in 2020? Rainbow-coloured foods, pumpkin spice, or gluten-free? Which one needs to not come back in 2020? Let us know your thoughts. Rainbow food, pumpkin spice, or gluten-free? What do you want to get rid of? The rainbow food. You're done with the rainbow food. Leave that in this decade. All right, HQCs, that was just to whet your appetite. Now it's time for the full course meal. Tuck in your napkins and get ready to tuck into some tasty trivia. Just a few seconds on the clock before Q1, so let's count it down. Okay, players, it's about that time. It's time to get to the quizzing. Here we go with Q1. Besides Neanderthals, which of these is another species with which early Homo sapiens bred? Mermaids, giants, or Denisovans? What do you think? They mixed and they mingled. But with who? Okay, if you opted for mermaids, that was a giant mistake. It's Denisovans is the answer we were looking for. 54,000 if you got that correct. A 2010 discovery found that there were 3 types of humans existing at one time. Neanderthals, Homo sapiens, and Denisovans. They all hooked up with each other, but now it's just us Neanderthals. Okay, Q2. This decade, scientists discovered that Jupiter's moon Europa is likely home to what? Europeans, moon men, or liquid water? Europa. Sounds like a cool place to live. Some of us Europeans do live in some strange places, but we haven't yet settled on any moon. It's liquid water. You're quenching your thirst. 65,000 of you are. Now, the theorized discovery of water on the moon means a slight chance tiny life lives there. If you're after a moon man, though, only MTV can help you there. All right, now you want to level up as high as possible before the season finale. Add a point multiplier to help you reach your next level. They work on all the points you earn in this game. Go on then, do it. All right, and we are moving on to Q3. The first spacecraft to land on a comet was named for which of these? Ancient artifact, stand-up comic, or Mexican snack food? You want to land on the right answer. Tougher than landing on a comet. Tacos Grande landed on my plate, and that's about it. Making history is ancient artifacts. You got that correct. 54,000 of you did. Now, I'd pay to see the Dave Chappelle land on Mars, wouldn't you? But it was the Rosetta by the European Space Agency that somehow managed to touch down on a comet. Pretty impressive. Q4. What is this an image of? What is that? Black hole silhouette, dark side of the moon, or elementary particle? That's the sight I saw when I looked in the mirror this morning when I was woken up a little too early by my Bengal kittens. Looks like something out of Lord of the Rings, doesn't it? But it's the black hole silhouette. Passing through 56,000 of you. Scientists have achieved the impossible here. This year, we finally saw the first ever image of a black hole, or its silhouette, at least. Looking forward to taking a ride through a black hole in the 2020s. I'm sure we'll be there. Q5. What disease was virtually eradicated in the last decade? Migraines, rhinovirus, or guinea worm disease? Get rid of those diseases. Get rid of them all. If you tapped on migraines, that's going to be a headache for you. Guinea worm disease is what we were looking for. 45,000 if you're wriggling onwards. Guinea worm is said to be the first parasitic disease ever eradicated. In 1986, there were 3.5 million cases. Last year, just 28. Thankfully, we still have guinea pigs, though. Let's pig out. It's our first prize question of the game. You get this right, you have to make a choice. Either take the HQ coins and run, or stick around for the next one. And remember, HQ coins can get you power-ups like erasers, words, super spins, or extra lives even. Okay, here goes. Q6. What medical advancement helped a Polish firefighter completely recover from paraplegia? Is it cell transplants, laser therapy, or sensory deprivation tank? Wow. It's amazing, isn't it? If you went for sensory deprivation tank, you've lost all your sense. Cell transplants. We're transplanting you on 40,000 of you to the next round. Stem cell assisted therapy made Derek Fidika the first person to fully recover from paraplegia with a severed spinal cord. Yeah, science is really awesome. And so are HQ coins. Let's see what's in the bag. We are offering 87 coins right there to 40,645 players. 5 questions until the next prize. You want to be an early winner? And snatch coins right now. Let me know your choice. 40,645 of you making a decision right now. Okay, 11,152 players. Early winners in the game tonight, taking your 87 coins. Well done to you. We've got 46,000, almost 47. Continuing on with Q7. A newly classified, mostly submerged continent in the Pacific Ocean includes which of these countries? Angola, Turkey, or New Zealand? stay above water, folks. Have you tapped on Turkey? Gobble! It's New Zealand. Who isn't a social media addict these days? I think we all are. They're all the best/worst things to happen to the internet, right? I hope you did it for the gram. It's Instagram. Snapping those selfies, 28,000. Info and booty pics. And I don't mean the kind on your feet. Know what I mean? Q10. Which of these was not the name of a rover on Mars this decade? Curiosity, Opportunity, or Serenity? Roving on Mars. If you picked Serenity, you'll feel quite serene right now. Because you're right. Serenity it is. Feeling calm and peaceful, 19,000 if you are. Opportunity and Curiosity both roamed Mars this decade, but the op flopped when it was wiped out by a dust storm, but not before sending one final panoramic pic. As you see, right there. Well, picture this, our next prize question, Q11, which Robin Wright or Jason Bateman? What would we do without Netflix these days? Before Netflix and chill, there was the streaming network's first show starring Steven Van Zandt is what we got. Oh, look at the savage. Look at the savage right there on Q11. 20,000 of you gone. Use those extra lives. 4,693 of you got that correct. The show came out in 2012, a year before House of Cards. It was called Lilyhammer, starring E Street Band guitarist Van Zandt. A quiet start for a tech titan. Make some noise for this offer right here. We're offering 1,000 coins to 4,693 players. 7 questions until the next prize question. So what do you want to do? You can still use your extra lives if you didn't get that right, though. All right, 1,000 coins. You can try a couple of extra lives there. Okay, 2,578 players chose to take the 1,000 coins. Well done to you, early winners. 10,079 still in the game. Let's go. Q12. Technically, which of these companies was not originally founded by Elon Musk? PayPal, Tesla, or SpaceX? He's a rich man. A very rich man. He's the face of this company, but he didn't found this company. It's Tesla, you know. Did you know? It's another savage. Back-to-back savage happening here on Q12. All right, what's that, 8,000? Almost 8,000 if you got that wrong. 2,416, got it right. Musk was the man behind both SpaceX and PayPal. He's the owner of Tesla, but only joined the company on its first round of funding. When you're the money guy, you get to take the glory, don't you? Q13, your lucky number. In 2012, the FDA approved what is now the only at-home test in the US for what? Malaria, bronchitis, HIV. Do it yourself. At home, on the couch or something. Most of us don't need to test for malaria, do we? So it must be HIV. Yeah, that was the advancement there. 6,032 of you passing that one. If you faint at the sight of needles, this is the test for you. Just swab the inside of your mouth, sit for 20 minutes, and voila! Easier than a microwave meal. Q14. What phenomenon predicted by Einstein was finally directly observed this decade? Wormholes, string models, or gravitational waves? Mini Einsteins, get to work. If you tapped on wormholes, you just went Down one. Yeah, feel the pull. It's gravitational waves. Who's waving to the others? 3,710 of you. The idea is that a massive moving object can create a ripple in space-time. The ripples travel at the speed of light, carrying info about their origins. And we are speeding on to Q15. What was the first generation of iPad to feature cameras? First, second, third. It's the generation that I bought. Doesn't give you a clue, does it? It's not exactly the discreet way to take a pick, is it? The iPad 2, second generation. You're coming first, 2,753 of you. How's that for a ubiquitous 2010s invention? That camera on the second generation iPad, though, used by grandmas everywhere and nobody else, really. Q16. What was special about a thyroid gland that Russian researchers implanted into a mouse in 2015? 3D printed, remotely operated, stalled, aging. Wow, wow, and wow. We wish our thyroid could stall aging, but a facelift may work better. It's 3D printed. Can you believe that? 2,973 of you can. Amazingly, the thyroid was entirely 3D printed with a quote-unquote fabric of living cells. The thyroid was totally functional, thankfully, for that little mouse. Q17. What is the heliopause? Death of a star, boundary of solar system, or surface of a star? Heliopause. Pause for the cause, then tap. I know about the Death Star, but not the death of a star. Boundary of solar system is what we were looking for. 2,576 of you stars got it right. As you leave the solar system for interstellar space, you pass through the heliopause. The probe Voyager 1 and 2 did it this decade, the first man-made objects to leave the solar system. Don't leave just yet, okay? Because it's our last prize question before the big prize at the end. It's Q18. A proposed ninth planet beyond Neptune and Pluto has a suggested mass between that of which two planets, Mercury and Mars, Earth and Uranus, or Saturn and Neptune. What do you think? Well, if you tapped on Mercury and Mars, you just aren't thinking big enough. It's Earth and Uranus is the answer. All right, 999 of you nailed it. The hypothetical planet would be between 5 and 10 times the mass of Earth. Uranus is 14.5 times Earth's mass, and your butt is pretty big too. Yeah, it is. Now, how big is this bag? We're offering 3,000 coins right now to 999 players. 3 questions until the final prize. There's money. Now, that final prize, Q21, you'll want to take your chances on that. I'll take the 3,000 coins. There's a lot of extra lives and things right there. 356 players taking the 3,000 coins. Well done to all of you 643 still playing. 3 questions to go. Let's do it. Q19. How did neuroscientists this decade manage to communicate with some people in a vegetative state? Thoughts of tennis, adrenaline responses or reactions to colors. There's some smart people in this world. You guys are some of them. Whatever the answer, it's really amazing, isn't it? Thoughts of tennis. Wow, and I'm going to go with a savage there. That was pretty savage as well, wasn't it? 500 of you didn't get that right. 136 of you did. Scientists scanned the brains of people in a vegetative state, asking them to think of playing tennis to mean yes in response to a question. That stimulates activity in the part of the brain connected to movement. Wow. All right. 2 left. Q20. In genetics, which of these is a word that makes up the acronym CRISPR? Prokaryotic, repeats, or immunity? Ooh, I thought I was going to get that pronunciation wrong for a second. My heart stopped. Now, we don't mean crispier, we mean CRISPR. CRISPR, and the answer is repeats. 106 of you repeating a correct answer there. Now it stands for clustered, regularly interspaced, short, palindromic repeats. Phew, CRISPR, gene editing, is being studied to fight cancer, and it was also used to modify the embryos of twin girls last year. We didn't like that, did we? But we like this because we're heading into the final round. 106 players left in the game right now. We've got $1,000 in the bag. Some good cash at stake. Q21, the dubiously nicknamed God particle, is thought to explain which of these qualities of other particles: magnetization, charge, mass. See, little share, and tap. Okay, the God particle actually has a real name, the Higgs boson particle. It was discovered this decade and is pretty hard to explain, really. It's an oversimplification, but you and I would not exist without it because energy would not become maths for the win tonight. We have 94 winners. You smashed it. All right, you brainiacs. Well done to our 94 winners tonight. Look at that, you're taking home $10.64. We've got 53 DK 53 right there. Is that a Superman outfit? I can't see. I need my eyes tested. It's not, is it? Okay, Deba 03. Deba's 03. Nice selfie right there. Oh, real life die with a motorcycle helmet or something. Am I seeing these things right? Neatly done. That was neatly done, wasn't it? Nietzsche. Having a sandwich. You could buy 10 sandwiches with that $10.64. Well done. You know your stuff, guys. Well done. Okay, you came, you played, you slayed. I'm Sharon Carpenter. Here's where to find me. Stop by, say hi. Don't be shy. Okay, we're back tomorrow with your New Year's Eve pre-game session. The fun starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I am wishing you all a very happy New Year. I'll see you in 2020, HQTs. Bye.